This is the Star News Brief. I'm Tina Mambona. The High Court on Thursday found Jane Muthoni guilty of murdering her husband Solomon Mwangi, the Kiru Boys High School principal. In June 2016, Muthoni, the former principal of Ishashiri Secondary School in Kiambu, hatched a brutal, chilling and cold-blooded plan that took at least 6 months to kill her husband Mwangi, according to Nakuru High Court Justice Joel Ngoge. Mwangi had been reported missing on November 6, 2016. His mutilated body was found 8 days later, dumped at Karakuta Coffee Estate in Juja Sub-County, Kiambu County. Muthoni had been accused of orchestrating her husband's murder between November 6 and November 11, 2016. Get a copy of the Star by subscribing to our e-paper for only 10 shillings by dialing star 550 star 3#. Jubilee Vice Chair David Murathe has for the first time admitted his involvement with a firm implicated in the 7.8 billion shillings KEMSA PPE scandal. In a sworn affidavit submitted to the Public Investments Committee, the outspoken politician said that he was a bank guarantor for Kilig Limited. Kilig was awarded a 4 billion shillings tender to supply KEMSA 450,000 personal protective equipment in an arrangement that is now subject of a probe by anti-graft agencies. Murathe said he was requested by Kilig, then under the directorship of Wilbrod Gashoka and a Chinese national Xu Jinping, to guarantee payments to a Chinese firm trading as Entech Limited. Over the years, it has become common for relatives to deceased or retired politicians to run for the vacant seats. It's also entrenched in African culture. There's a sense that bestowing a seat or a ticket is the right thing to do to honor a predecessor. In most instances, it would be the party, the family, or even the clan that endorses a family member to run for the seat and carry on the legacy. In your copy of Siasa this weekend, read how many in political circles fought to carve out a niche for themselves and earned votes on merit, while a good number of them inherited the positions, albeit through a kind of democratic process. Former Prime Minister Raila Odinga's allies are now reading sabotage in the constitutional amendment push, with fears that anti-change forces have permeated the joint committee considering BBI bill. Whereas they differ on the source of sabotage, a number who spoke to the Star admitted existence of a deep-rooted force out to scuttle the process and ensure that BBI, being spearheaded by President Uhuru Kenyatta and opposition chief Raila Odinga, does not reach the ballot. Initially, promoters of the Constitution Amendment Bill 2020 were working with a June deadline, a timeline that is now becoming a mirage by the day. And Dr. Moni Wekesa has told the Judicial Service Commission he is a transformative leader who will take the judiciary to the public if given the chance to become Kenya's next Chief Justice. Wekesa said he will engage with law schools by ensuring that judicial staff will voluntarily teach at least one course and run law programs on local TVs to enlighten Kenyans on what the judiciary is doing, with an aim of getting them to own the institution. He said he will also prioritize empowering judicial staff by holding workshops and exchange programs in other countries. Get a copy of the Star by subscribing to our e-paper for only 10 shillings by dialing star 550 star 3#. You can also get more on the Star website.